Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for serving this week and for watching this video to prepare. This Sunday we will continue reviewing procedures with our new class and dive deeper into our monthly theme, Press Play, Get in the Mix, where we will be teaching our kids about confidence and learning to see themselves as God sees them. We will be instilling the truth that they can trust God no matter what. And in our Bible story from Joshua, we will hear about Israel capturing Jericho as we teach our kids that God's plan is the best plan. Our verse this month is, "Here is something I am still sure of. I will see the Lord's goodness while I am still alive." Psalm 27:13. For our opening activity as kids are arriving, lead the kids to count out loud with you to 7 as you do several movements like clapping to 7, stomping to 7, jumping jacks to 7. Then ask them what's something that they would love to do for 7 days in a row. I'm sure you're going to hear lots of silly things. For the next activity, you're going to need the cups. And you're going to get your group into teams and challenge the teams to build the tallest wall. Once the walls are built, have the kids sit around with you and talk about which is the tallest wall, which is the strongest wall, why they think so. Let them know that in large group, they will hear what a very strong wall and God's plan have in common. Then, while large group is happening, or even prior to Sunday school, you can hang around some of these See God's Goodness cards around your room. So that way, after large group, you can play a little scavenger hunt of I Spy. And so after large group, your group is going to hunt for here is something I am still sure of. I will see the Lord's goodness while I am still alive. And each one is a picture of something that shows God's goodness. And so you're going to lead your group on a hunt by giving them clues like I spy a picture with a mom and a baby, and let them search. When a kiddo finds the cards, ask, how can we see God's goodness in this picture? And have them help the group find more, but let somebody else be the one to actually find the card. Then continue on until everyone has picked up a card and answered. There's an awesome script of what to say also in your leader guide to help tie in the Bible verse for this month. Get them thinking about how they can see God's goodness and adding even examples of your own. Maybe tell them about some ways that you've seen God's goodness in your life lately, and ask them what's some ways that they've seen God's goodness in their life. Next, you're going to lead your group to act out the Bible story from Joshua 6. This is going to be fun. Assign everyone a role to play. Joshua, priests, Israelites, even some kids could be at the actual walls of Jericho. Joshua will lead the priests and Israelites around the city once, blowing their pretend trumpets, doot, 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 and return to camp. You can switch Joshuas so different kids get a turn to be Joshua, and as you act out the next 6 days. And then on your 7th day, all of the kids can march around Jericho 7 times, just as God instructed, counting each lap with excitement. Then Joshua will have all the people shout, and the walls will fall. So circle up then at that point afterwards and ask questions about Joshua and the Israelites following God's plan. Leading them to the bottom line that God's plan is always the best plan, and we should always obey him. Make it personal by sharing about a time when you obeyed God, even if it didn't make sense at the time. You obeyed and realized his plan was best. Then wrapping up, you're going to gather your kiddos in a close circle and hold up this God's plan activity page. So it just says God's plan is the best plan, so we can really drive home that message today. You're going to have also your leader guide with you, and there is a prayer, a call and response prayer that you will say part of the prayer, and the kids will respond with this. So you'll want to make sure you have both things with you and practice saying this with the kids first before you begin your prayer. Then you're going to have the kids pray the echo prayer with you. You will follow the prayer on the script, and then they will say this and when you pause. So for example, it starts off, "Dear God, your plan is best." Then they respond, "God's plan is the best plan." When we're confused, your plan is the best plan. God's plan is the best plan. So you can kind of give them clues on when to say it by lifting it up for them to read. Then go over some procedures at the end as far as if they say their memory verse to Mr. Timmy, when they come up the stairs the next Sunday, they do get some candy and go over any pickup procedures so the parent pickup will go very smoothly. And then tell them to share with their parents what they learned today about God's plan being the best plan. Well, that wraps up our Sunday together. If you've watched this video in preparation to lead your small group Sunday, text Timmy the keyword PLAN for a chance to win something awesome from him. Thank you again, leaders, for serving with us. Your impact for his kingdom is amazing. Have a blessed week.